professional background has been in sales and marketing since 1974. I'm a fitter and turner by trade, which I worked in the coal mines. I didn't stay there very long. In '74, playing rugby league, I got offered a job within insurance, which I took, and I was an insurance broker for quite a few years, and I moved into Yellow Pages Australia, which I became a manager there after 9 years, and I managed in several cities, Newcastle, Melbourne, and now where I'm in Cairns. I went to Cairns 11 years ago, so I've had a fairly extensive career mainly in sales and marketing. Yeah, well, I was made redundant in 2011 with Yellow Pages, and I received a redundancy package and superannuation. I thought I was too young to retire. At 64 years of age, I thought I still had plenty of life in me, so I looked around for an opportunity to invest and do something to keep me busy. I looked at several opportunities, whether I could go and get a job in selling motor vehicles or whatever, and chartering fishing boats in Cairns. I looked at that opportunity because I did own a game boat, and I thought that there was too much money involved there, and my partner, Colin, who is my partner now, was a friend of mine from Yellow Pages, was made redundant at the same time. He'd heard about Kooler Ice, and so I thought, well, yeah, this could be worthwhile, so I jumped on an aeroplane and I went to Georgia. Gary was going over for the conference I mentioned, and I went over to Georgia and went through the factory, spoke to the people, and I just thought, wow, this is something. These guys are ahead of their time. I decided, I came back and I said to Colin, we've got to be in on this, and we ordered 2 machines straight away. Well, firstly, being a fitter and turner from my early days, the actual engineering of the machines, the cleanliness of the factory, and the way the guys put the machines together, I thought was a work of art. But they are brilliant. Prior to going to the States, I did investigate other forms of ice machines from China. There is a guy that manufactures them in Sydney, but they don't come close to the technology that these machines have. These machines that we have here in Australia are probably, I would suggest, 10 years ahead of any competitor. Way ahead, and as you would have missed, but in today's conference, the information we've had this morning regarding the technology changes and where we're going with the different versions of our software, I think that this business has got only one way to go, and that's up. In some cases, experience was fantastic. In some cases, it needed improving. And that's, I guess, indicative of any young business, because as you understand, Kooler Ice in Australia hasn't been around a long time, and there's always room for improvement. And I'm lucky enough to have been involved with some of the suggestions and part of some of that improving. Even today, with talking to Jeff Dyson from the States, one of the things that I suggest that we should have is a great idea for us to move on. So yes, it's been great, particularly with our service manager here in Paul Avery. Unbelievable service. You couldn't get a better man to run your business. If I had a business, he'd be the first one I'd employ. Like picking a location, and I guess that Gary was involved with that, and for his limited experience at the time, because he was only new in the business as well. Convenience, 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 and I can't say any better than that. And so we've had the luxury now of actually changing sites because a particular site didn't go so well. And we've moved on, and one of those particular sites, we've improved by 140% to where it was. After sales service, you've got a guy here called Michael Rawlings that, once again, I couldn't fault Michael. I get on the phone, gets it for me straight away. Sue Ann in accounts, a pleasure to do business with. So I really, as I said, we are at a level now which we can only go up, and I'm sure with Colin at the helm here as National Sales Manager, there's only one place to go, and that's up. The improvement happens on a daily basis, as we can see by the conference here today. There's Matter of fact, I can, because at the moment what I've done, I've grown one of my sites and we're selling, so I'm actually in the throes of getting more machines out there. So yes, I'm recommending and selling sites. So we'll get a site up and running, keep it there for 12 months so we get an ROI, return on investment for the customer, and then sell the site off. So, in our area in Cairns, I plan to, before I'm 70, to have 10 or 12 machines in Cairns. I won't own a lot because I will sell the site once we get it up and running and make sure that it's going to be a secure investment for people.